We're back with the Call of Duty Championship Asia Pacific Regional Final. I'm in Maniac and I'm with the captains of Integral and eXcess.iG. We have Bundo and Zeus. Now, Bundo, we just saw your series up against Avant-Garde. We're in the losers bracket here. You guys needed to win that and you clutched it. What are your feelings after that series?
I don't even know. It was a good game. I'm ready.
He's ready. I tell you what, I'm surprised you got that many words out because I don't know what I'd be saying after that series. Now, I want to cross over to you very quickly, Zeus, from eXcess.iG. Now, I've always said you guys are the dark horse of this competition. Now, you've just beat out Trident, a team that many actually had in their top 3. Tell me, how did you feel going into that, and now your feelings going into this next series?
Well, I mean, we just came off versing Exile 5 and we lost 3-2, unfortunately. So we try to keep that momentum, that positive momentum going into that map. And yeah, we beat them on the hard point. We had confidence going to the S&D. We beat them on that as well. And then third map, we did the same. And so, yeah, we came out strong. We never really put our foot on the brake. And yeah, it was a good map. And now we're looking to do the same.
So eXcess.iG looking very strong now. Bundo, what are your thoughts about this Kiwi team and the fact that they just knocked out a team such as Trident in a 3-0 fashion?
I've got a lot of respect for IG. I'm pretty much mates with most of them. I think all of them, actually. But all I've got to say is last Sunday we beat them on their host 2-1 in a comp, so...
Just straight up, got a response to that at all, Zeus?
Yeah. Well, it's going to be 3-0 Billy, so whatever.
All right, so both of these guys are playing along with their teams for the last spot here at the Asia Pacific Regional Final presented by Xbox. Good luck to both of you guys and your teams. We're going to cut to a quick break, and when we come back, we'll be with the casters for Losers Bracket Round 3.
And with that note, here we are with the Losers Bracket Round 3 matchup. Myself, BioWaster, joined by Maniac. It's going to be Integral Nations up against eXcess.iG, and what sort of about the Cinderella story for both these teams so far? It's been a Maniac. It's
been an amazing story for both of these teams. I must say, eXcess.iG, it's a surprise for most of the viewers out there. Our Kiwi team really repping it here on Aussie soil, coming all the way through to Losers Bracket Round 3, and this is the pivotal moment, our last qualifying spot, BioAcid. Of course, they are against some stiff competition, the Bill Wall hype train of Integral. We just saw them clutch that last victory up against Avant-Garde, knocking them out of this competition. It's going to be an amazing series.
Let's look at a bit of a history here as well. Last year, NZ team finished up 4th, was Flair.
Yep.
So different team this year, same position they're in right now though. Looking at a 4th place, they can't get this 3rd one right now. Other side of things, you've got Volslider, former captain of McCruelty Incarnate, always known for that 3rd place finish. Moved into the Avant-Garde squad and organisation. Again, 3rd place finishes at 2 of these events under that name. Now over to a different name, different team. He's looking at a 3rd place, perhaps again, if he can do that this year, it's finally going to pay off for him with that LA trip in the bag. So
that's what these players live for. I mean, they are on, or about to be on the world stage. If they can clutch the win here, I can just imagine the nerves they have now. There is no bigger stage in the Asia Pacific region for Call of Duty esports. I just want to touch on what other people at home might be thinking here. As you can see with our little votes here on the screen, 56% to eXcess.iG. I'm a little surprised by that.
I'm not, so to speak, in regards to being surprised. IG have been playing amazingly so far today. You know, they've 3-0'd, I believe, Trident, and it loses Bracket Round 2 match. So that sort of knowledge coming into this match, it's sort of maybe why people are voting the way they're going. That being said, like that hype behind Integral, though, is still there, and these guys want it even, I think, if not the same amount, maybe that tiny bit even more. So these guys are going to go head-to-head in a best out of 5 series. The first of 3, of course, will be the victor, and it's going to kick things off with a hard point on retreat. So it's the first time we'll be seeing, I don't know, so we'll see one later on, but the first time so far here on stage with that hard point retreat, I'm interested to see how both these teams go on it. Obviously, everyone's got different play styles, and just looking down to that final map, who gets there, S&D on Terrace. Now, IG, they love it. If they can get to a game 5 and it's 2-2, I feel that they might be able to take it to the bag.
It will be very interesting, but this first hard point, we did see the guys from Integral get spanked from Avant-Garde, 250 to 130 something in that first game. They did come back to win the series, though, so with that said, it's going to be very interesting, as you can still see on your screen with these live votes. 62% to eXcess.iG. I'm really loving the support for these Kiwi guys.
Of course, you can vote yourself by following those prompts on your screen down below there. Tweet at ACL Pro, including one of those keywords. You do have LR3 Integral or LR3IG. Of course, those words only is all you need to be able to get your vote counted. Also, those here in the crowd could do it too. And find out, who the audience really feels. At the moment, it's still looking to be eXcess.iG with that 62%. No faith in the Bill Wall, it would seem.
It doesn't seem to be at the moment, but we just saw them take out AV, one of the strongest teams in the Asia Pacific scene. A lot of people out there didn't really expect it. Credit to them to getting through here. Also want to know what the guys at home are thinking. So as you've said, make sure you guys do tweet at ACL Pro and also follow at Call of Duty _ANZ for all of the action from the Australian New Zealand Call of Duty scene. This series, it comes down to this. We've got Mindfreak already through. We've got the guys from Exile 5, T1 through. A lot of people predicted that. Two of the strongest teams in our scene. But Integral and the Kiwi team. A lot of people picked Trident or AV.
I know.
They're gone.
I did tip Trident myself. I thought they were looking very strong leading up to this event. It wasn't to be the case. There were always going to be upsets. It always comes down, obviously, to a lot of people when they look at their tipping, the bracket, how that bracket plays out. And sooner or later, there is going to be an upset caused. And it was early off in the day where that upset first happened, obviously. And also, you have to remember, these guys are actually playing for some prize money too. Obviously, it's a $15,000 prize pool. These two teams, for third place, it's $2,000. For fourth place, it's $1,500. So whoever loses here, they might not get the LA trip, but they still get $1,500. So, they're not going home empty-handed. Still something. Something's better than nothing, as they always say. And I feel that you might be sad at the time, but with that extra money, you can go have a good time and maybe forget about your sorrows.
Got to get that paper, boo-boo. Now, both of these teams, I reckon it's going to be very, very close. Whether it goes to a Game 5, who knows? But we're going to have a quick look at the brackets so far. We'll very quickly go through this. I just want to follow the teams so far. So we do see in the winners bracket, Exile 5 and T1. Looking at the losers bracket now, we saw Integral just took out Avant-Garde. eXcess.iG just took out Trident. Unfortunately, both of our Asian teams being eliminated first. But it's all about this first game. We've got Hardpoint on retreat. Bio, take it away.
So we're going to start things off here with Zeus, captain of that IG team, and of course that first hard point in that courtyard as they'll try and control it from that area, and inside towers they'll try and poke their heads out from and get those kills. First kill of the game, or first blood, will go to Zeus on Quinns there in the background, she saw it. And right now those first points being accumulated by IN. As we jump over to their side of things, just like that, IG push inside there, they break it, they get 2 points on the board themselves, but at the same time, Carrot's two-piece really helping them out, and you see Zeus in there now, and again, a maniac. It's all going down that middle hill. It
always is, this first hard point. Very scrappy of both teams vie for position here. We're over with Carrots here from IG. He picked up the kill there on Quinns. Zeus and Killer Pie both going to work. Carrots again shutting down Bundo. That was a whole team down from Integral, and these first points now being racked up for this IG squad. Integral had control at first, but now eXcess were in control. This first rotation is what's going to show the momentum of the rest of this game, or at least the half.
Oh, no, definitely agreed. And right there, you do see Volside getting those last little scrap times for the IN squad. So it's going to allow them to at least, very closely stay with that score margin than what it was. His teammate of Hoju in the next hill at the back statue of Turtle, of course. And right now, you do see, thanks to that minimap, where these players are coming from. 4 players from that IG squad all around that poolside. And they're going to be making that push at the same time here. Bundo and Volside. Volside is 3-piece just then. Really made the difference for him. He's on a 5 skill streak.
Integral going to work there. Bleed Blue, they were all lighting up Blue, just then Farsider.
Farsider
with the big two-piece taking down Zeus. He's still going to work. He is alive here on the defense here of this Turtle. Hard-pointed player coming out the back. That's his mistake. Farsider getting angry at this IG squad. Aussie Pride being repped here against this Kiwi squad as he's still going to work. Carrots gets topped, and we're going to be looking at these players coming through from this poolside. Farsider and Bundo making the huge duo here on this Turtle hardpoint.
Finally gets taken down there, but Bundo is still alive. He's working some streaks up of his own, obviously, with that 6 kill streak. None of these guys are using the kill streak themselves, though. It's a, it's a gentleman's agreement being played as it always seems to be. And right now, Bundo just getting those last little points from that hard point as they will change over. Now, this is IG's chance. Obviously, they had pre-set up over this side of Hotel. If they can just hold that one down, they can close that gap very easily. But they do have a lot of these IN players pushing in.
This is going to be the real test here. We saw the guys over from Integral. They had 3 players set up on the Turtle hardpoint. Now that it rotated over into lobby, we saw the guys from IG have 3 players in there again. And as we can see, previously the guys from IG couldn't break the hard point. But now that it's rotated around, Integral are doing a beautiful job of breaking this one. We just saw the guys from IG trying to hold it off, but Hoju now in a position here. Killer Pie, Zeus, and Carrots all getting kills though.
Hoju chilled in there for at least 15 seconds before he finally got killed, and he had that contested the whole time. So that allowed their team to keep that 30-odd point lead. Now it's obviously getting taken away bit by bit here with the IG team in that hill and getting their points themselves. But right now that hill is to rotate in 10 seconds, so you will notice players now leaving that one. Carrot's going to stay here for the scrap time, and the rest of his team will push for the next hill, obviously down that cafe side. You'll see Bundo, who's also looking to get down there as well as that hill does rotate.
He's rocking this bow. He was able to pick up the kill on Killer Pie. Same with his teammate Hoju. Hoju picked up the 2-piece there by back of there. Bundo still going to work. He picks up another kill on Carrots. Killer Pie trying to get some revenge, but taking down Quins. They're all looking towards this cafe hardpoint. It is in control of Integral. It has been for a while here. They still have the lead here, fairly convincingly, almost 30 points. Jumping over to the guys from Integral once again. Hoju going to work here, picking up the big kills. Back-a-beck takes a nap, and he's going to be still moving out here. Hoju going to work before being shut down by Zeus.
Quins in hill right now fails. That's our second Samtex going out, but he does keep these other players at bay. Can't get the 2-piece there. Kills his own team and a Vile side in the process as well. That's going to allow IG now inside the hill to try and get this scrap time as well. 20 seconds left, and these guys are going to try their best to close that gap once again. They've been doing it at most hills at this stage, but Quincy gets in there to break that one down for that last moment. Again, it's challenged. It's Zeus and Hoju. Hoju comes out in the advantage thanks to Volside picking up that kill for him. These guys will get very close to that 100 point. They won't get it, however, before that next rotation will happen. 98-70 here. Not even the halfway mark yet in regards to time played, so these guys still have plenty of time left. And this hill, if you can lock it down properly, you can get a good 50 seconds.
I dare say that we'll still be here for the next rotation back to this top hotel hardpoint, and I dare say that's where it's going to come down to the wire with both of these teams. As you can see, they're going kill for kill, point for point. 10-point game right now as we've got Zeus from IG locking this down. He was getting the kills there on the stairs with the bow, but Carrots coming up with his ASM1. He gets one kill before being shut down. Bundo and Quins both getting kills. It was Quins there with the 3-piece, but taking down Zeus as well. We have to jump over to him, going 11 for 18 actually. Going a little bit rough with the KD, but he came huge when he had to. He's going to be jumping back into this hardpoint for his team, and before you know it, Bio at nearly the halfway mark. It's a 115-95 game.
Yeah, still, of course, 5 minutes left to play here. 3 players from IG in that hill right now. You see Zeus and Carrots are both in there. It's contested by Volsar and Hoju, though, as they get up in there and clear that hill out. A Zeus team kill wasn't going to help them just then. You see that mini-map where these players are going to be pushing to. Obviously, the next hill's about to come into fruition for them. You'll notice there now as they all push back to that start rotation, and all of them will be making that play. Now, this hill obviously can be contested a lot of the time due to the fact of so many areas you can break in from, as Hoju does pick up that 1 kill there just to slow that count down. 120 to 105, 15 points that difference, as there's still 40 seconds to have in this current hill. But like I said, these guys are keeping it contested as much as they can, and it is cleaning up the players who get in there for 2 seconds.
Yeah, well, what I noticed is that no players from either team were actually set up for this rotation. Hoju going to work, so they were all scrapping. It was basically a repeat of what we saw at the beginning of this map, so it's just this scrap time, and again, it's going to be vital who sets up this next rotation, because right now, it's basically a TDM. I thought he was going to almost kill himself, Kyle, but instead, he decides to take down Killer Pie, tries to follow it up, back going to work there by shutting him down, and Bio with 10 seconds left in this hard point, the rotation is going to be vital.
Oh, it is indeed. You'll notice Bundo trying to get in there just to break those last few seconds down if he could. So it wasn't going to be the case. So you will now see, of course, that hill will rotate over to the next position, obviously here at Turtle or Statue, and you'll see Quins, who's in there right now. And then with last time at this hill, we saw Vilesider go on a 9-point streak. He was going to try and cheat that again. Bundo went off as well around this area. It was a 7-point streak, I believe it was, before he finally got taken down. So just remember that. These guys accumulated a lot of their points on this Turtle Hill. So if they can do this now, it's going to allow them to get that difference again and try and keep that lead they've kept for the most part of this game. You'll see that scoreline, 157 to 113. Quincy's just chilling out, laying down sunbathing while his teammates run around getting those kills for him.
IG are just giving them a lot of points here. I don't know how Quins has survived this long. Oh wait, yes I do. It is great support from his teammates of Vilesider, Bundo and Hoju going to work here and are now walking away with the lead. 174 to 113 there's just over 10 minutes left in this Turtle hardpoint. These guys from IG, if they want to stay in this map, they need to get their rotation happening. But look at this, Bundo going to work here. Nice work by him before he was eventually shut down by Zeus. Vilesider, his teammate, is going to be trying to go to work himself. He is holding down the scrap points of this hard point, but we're going to rotate over to the lobby where we're seeing all of the players from IG in a position, so this is their hard point to lose.
It pretty much is. You'll notice right now, Carrots at the top of his team, he's on 25 and 23 with that 9 caps through his name. So he's in that hill and trying to hold this one down. Obviously, KD-wise, you got Zeus on 29 kills, but I think Carrots overall is doing the best for his team in that regard, just because of those capture markers and still pulling a positive +3. Over the other side of things, there's a 30 bomb being dropped by Bundo already as they break into that once again. He's going to be trying for a 50 bomb, I think, with at least, he's got at least 70 points still they need in regards to hard point time, but 2 minutes 20 to get those kills. So I think with the way he's been playing, he might be able to at least get 40. I'm hoping for a 50 for him.
Can I just point out that 35 is obviously high, as you're saying, but for 22 death, that is an amazing KD. Getting back into the action, though, killer player from the eXcess.iG squad was going to work. Now Integral, in response, going huge here. Bundo got the big kill on Bakabek before him being shut down by Zeus there. We're over with Carrots now from IG. He just picked up Quince. 186 to 139 with just under 2 minutes left. The hard point has just rotated. We're going to be seeing these guys set up for the cafe here. Now look at this big push left to right from these guys from IG. There's one player down in the hard point. Bundo going to work from a distance with this Val, and Vilesider able to pick up 2 kills there. He's still around. Hoju picked up the last kill from Carrots. Vilesider being stunned there before being taken down.
Every single player of IG lined up in that doorway, and it just allowed those IM players just to clean sweep it out, get that control back how they had it. Almost a turnaround there by Hoju. 2 players getting dropped, Bundo and Hoju. This time there goes a third. Quincy's by himself right now as they try and push on through. Look at that scoreline. It's almost 200 points to 144 with a minute 15 left on that clock. 20 seconds remaining here in this current hard point. So right now, all this team of IN need is that 45 points they're about to hit on roughly to finish this one off. And they've got a 60 seconds or just over to do that. That being said, right now, IG need every single second, more or less, to try and keep this one. It'll get them the lead back, and it'll also allow them to try and, hold this one down to get the first series map in their game, in their name. But at the moment, Volside is 2-piece Ascending Maniac, and now if they can get, again, this control is vital. If IN control this for at least 15 seconds, I think that's going to be game.
Well, it's game now, in fact, as IG just weren't in position there at the beginning of this this particular hardpoint. I did say a little earlier that this hardpoint was the vital one, but IN just going to work, outslaying them quite exponentially there in those last few minutes, and IG just had the bad spawn over there on the right side of the map near the cafe. They tried to push in hard, and indeed, as you can see, your kill feed lighting up red there. They haven't given up quite yet. The game is over, but not their spirit. They're still going. Back-a-back trying to get these points. And this is, as I've mentioned before, it's vital. They need to maintain the momentum. It doesn't matter if they've lost the map. It's one map in a best of 5. They need to keep going to keep their chance hopes alive.
Oh, they really do. You can't just think to yourself, okay, this is done. We're done and dusted. Let's stop playing and just try and regroup. You have to keep the momentum alive for your team, no matter what. It's all about a mental state when it comes to these sort of games. When there's this much on the line for them, it's your mental state that you got to worry about the most. That's why some teams, when they get so hyped, that's what drives the rest of their team for them. And if you don't do that, sometimes it can cost you the game. Look at that scores just there, 46 and 29 for Bundo. Almost that 50 bomb that I called. You're going to have Hoju, 33 and 36, but 14 caps, 5 defends for his name. Then down to Vilesider, pulling a +1, 32 and 31 with 9 caps, 1 defend, then 6 and 1 in regards to captures for Quincy with 23 and 36. So, again, a lot of people do say that your kills matter, obviously, but you got to play like Bundo doing that many kills for you. It does help, but at the same time, your objective matters, I think, just as much in a lot of places due to those amount of captures they share between their team. That's what really made the difference, I think, for them.
It especially matters. 14 caps to Hoju. I mean, just as much as Bundo, you could say, is almost MVP for his squad with that ridiculous KD, 1.59 with 46 kills. That is ridiculous. 14 caps to Hoju, though, just as ridiculous. So that's amazing. His placement on the map was vital for that victory. And with an end score there of 223 to 174, what a 50-point game. That doesn't reflect the game we saw. It was a lot closer than that. It felt like a 3-point game to me towards the end.
Oh, definitely.
It was just IG. They just dropped those last 2 points. When they went through over to that cafe hard point, all ducks in a row for the Integral squad. Don't know really what they were thinking there, but they paid the price.
Yeah, they were lucky knowing that IN squad were using a sniper. It would have been a triple collat would have happened easily enough on that sort of situation. But next up, we'll have that S&D on Solar. So different game type, different map. And, IG are known as a strong S&D team. So I feel that even though they were down by that, their spirits are still high, and I feel that they can perhaps bring this one back for their own favour and take it to at least a game 4 if it has to come down to that, even a game 5, etc. Like I said earlier. But still, they have to just stay positive, stay focused, at the goal at hand, it's not over yet. They've still got plenty of chances to bring this one back in their favour.
It's going to be very interesting. So as Bayer just stated, we're going to be going into an S&D up next. In this series, it is 1-0 to the guys from Integral. Guys at home, make sure you're following all the action by following at ACL Pro, and of course, the official Call of Duty handle at Call of Duty_ANZ. We'll be right back after the break.
Welcome back to the Call of Duty Championship Asia Pacific Losers Bracket Round 3 qualifier match, of course, presented by Xbox. And what a series it's going to be. 1-0 right now in favour of Integral after that massive hardpoint game they just put out. But S&D right now, you know, it's IG, they're still very much alive. I feel that they can bring this back and tie the series up 1-1. I feel it'll be a close S&D though. People say don't do a prediction, I'm going to do one, 6-3.
2?
Oh, IG.
IG? Yeah, you know what? I agree with you. Slightly different. I know, right? The reason I agree with you is I watched and casted these guys in the New Zealand qualifier, and I saw these guys go absolutely nuts. Solo S&D, which is exactly what we're going to be on. Carrots went huge in a 3v1 scenario, clutched it for his team. But not just that single play. As a team, they were cohesive, great plays. They knew what they were doing, shutting down lanes when they're on defense.
Yep.
They were amazing. Now, as we can see here on our screen, we're still going with our tweeting system here. 67% to 33. It's flipped after that hard point. There was a big...
It's almost flipped exactly.
Almost, yeah.
To Integral side.
Oh, as we say that, has just changed up a bit. 75% are now favouring and tipping Integral to take this. I don't know, guys. I don't know. IG
that's
really
the whole
strong.
series, though. That is the whole series.
Yeah.
So I feel that if we were asked who's going to win the S&D, maybe it'd be a bit more 50-50. But who knows? Who knows? It's almost. I don't think we've seen 100% yet. I think probably this series we might be the only series we see 100% in one favour of the team.
Well, after the S&D, we're going to have a CTF on Biolab, and I haven't seen Integral go specifically well. Like, I mean, again, in that last series up against Avant-Garde, we saw them get spanked in that hard point. Whether they can come back in this Biolab, obviously that wasn't a CTF, but with that said, it's not their favourite map. Whereas IG, I've seen them play really, really well on Biolab. So I think this one, or as with every map, but I think this one is going to be the one that decides the rest of this series. But both teams, it could still come down either way. Because as we said, 50-point difference in that hard point, it wasn't. IG just dropped those last couple of hard points.
It didn't feel like that 50-point difference. The scoreboard sometimes does lie to you exactly how intense the game is.
Yeah.
So, you know, if you hear us getting hyped about these things, it's like because it is that much of a close game to us. It's just, it feels like it should be closer than what that score says.
I'm pretty sure it was the production guys working some wizardry because I don't know how it was 50 points in the end there. Both of these teams playing amazingly well. I just want to throw it out there. We really need to just keep an eye on these IG guys. I've said it from the start. I've been saying it through the qualifiers. They're the dark horses of this competition. With that said, I don't want to put too much pressure on them because these guys from Integral, the hashtag Bill Wall, got the purple train coming at us.
They've both come this far, they really have. You hear the audience, they are back in the Bill Wall there, and they want to see him go over to LA. You know, if he does, watch out Greenwall, I guess you could say.
you know what, I'm really proud of both of these teams, for the Kiwis obviously coming across and showing what they've got on Australian soil and in front of the stage, in front of our audience here, in front of everyone, and of course for all of our viewers at home. They've done amazingly well. Props to both of these teams for coming so far, you know. I mean, Integral knocking out Avant-Garde, IG knocking out Trident, big teams. Commiserations to those guys. But look, it's all about these two teams right here. They're vying for the last spot here at the Asia Pacific Regional Final presented by Xbox. For that spot over to LA for their shot at $1 million. I'm
going to give you guys a taste of what these players are seeing right there. That Quisco Karen from Queens. But I'm going to turn CoD Vision off here, and you'll just notice this is what these guys are going through. This is all they see. They don't notice anyone else coming from any which way. And just like that, Zeus gets one kill, but Bundo does take down Carrots as that plays off as well. There's no one on by Bundo. It's Killer Pie by himself in a 1v2 right now. Bomb is planted today. Yeah, we're going to be seeing him. He needs to really watch himself, obviously, in this 1v2 scenario. He's going to be hiding up in this little hidey hole, and I don't know how he wasn't spotted there. That was really lucky here. Bundo and Hoju, the guy's still alive here down in front of A. That nade out. It would have been nicely planted if it was just that little bit earlier. He's going to be running into Purple there. Needs to watch his back. Both of the players from IN are back over on the bomb, and with only 12 seconds left, it's going to be very tough for him. It is. You'll notice this then. He's still there on that bomb, though. The shots are still getting fired out. That defuse, I think, was actually going over that full defuse just then. They did, which is a smart play there. You know, the distraction play. That's all you need to see. That's what you need to do in a 2v1. And they play that perfectly themselves, IN. You know, IG, he couldn't really do much about that. He had to challenge. Didn't want to die at the same time, but he didn't know if the other player was already camping down there. And that's what you notice. He shot down at the ground first instead of trying to challenge that one player who was shooting back at him. He needed to stop that defuse. Couldn't do it. No, they played really smart there indeed. So Integral take out that first round. We're going to be watching these guys on the attack. Now, Bomb might have been forgotten by these guys that left it back at base, and we're going to be seeing player turn around and pick that back up. So we're going to be seeing Vilesider turn it back to pick it up. They were a little bit too excited after taking out that first round, so no players being dropped right now. We're seeing Vilesider. He's looking down the B street. Now, it's interesting positioning by these guys. You've got one player right on the south side of the map, just near that water tower. Player from IG did jump up on top of glass over towards computers, and he was shut down. That was Hoju able to pick it up that kill. Vilesider playing really smart. He is back up from the player who came through cuts. They're both looking towards that bomb building. You've got Backerbeck in there. He's taking a nap, but he's only tricking you as he jumps up. He needs to keep an eye on the player. You've got one player back watching over the factory. These guys are going to be making a push on B. Gets the shots through the wall there. Backerbeck picking up a kill on Bundo in the back there. So you've got a 3v3 scenario right there, and we've got the big rotation now from Vilesider. Perfect timing, might I add. It really was. You know, they just got that one kill at B. They thought perhaps he had bomb in hand, so they're going to try and focus their player over there. You saw him, thanks to that mini-map, they all rotated around to try and get that B defense. But right, just like that, these guys took it a perfect time. It's a very small window that you do have. Watch out below you, though, Vilesider. One player coming through mid-cut. He takes him down. Shots by Hoju, though, will pick up that kill as well. Now 1v1, Zeus versus Quinn. Again, bomb is down at A, so all Quinn gets to do is stay alive and defend that bomb site. Obviously, Zeus could go for that ninja diffuse. He could sneak in there and try and get it straight away, or he could try and bait him out by going for that dummy diffuse. We'll notice here in a moment as this time will tick on down right now. Quincy trying to get his team to that 2-0 lead here in this S&D. Zeus still alive. Noticed him just then, put a couple of shots down there, trying to do that little bait and switch. Perfectly played right now, I think, by Quincy, you know, leaving it to that last moment, challenging in there. Even if he didn't get the kill and died, not enough trying to pick the bomb and start the defuse. He was really lucky there, because if they were able to get the defuse, I don't want to pick on anyone in particular, but I did not like Vilesider's movements there. He was going up on top of the glass, jumped down, he had the IMR, the close range of the player coming through below glass onto that A street. It was a little bit unfortunate for him. I think he was trying to jump up, decided to go down low. Nonetheless, they picked up the round, so we're seeing it 2-0 in favour of Integral. These IG guys are making me swallow my words here. They're going to be on the attack here, going straight down B Street, and we're going to be seeing three guys from Integral work their magic towards B Street. You've got one player over on A just watching that as a just in case. That's their insurance policy right there. Zeus, he's got the bomb in hand. He's going to be looking up towards his cat. No players up there. He's still going to be watching himself, though. These guys all watching B Street here, which is exactly what they need to do. But look at this rotation, Bayer. You've got a player from Integral coming right up the back of them. Yeah, Quincy trying to work that flank around behind them now, and if he can do that successfully, he'll be able to get a couple of kills there. Oh, bad timing, though. He came back out. Buckerbeck got the call from his teammate. It looks like Killer Pie who was going to make that push there as well with him, as they look to perhaps do that rotation that we saw from Iron last time around. Zeus, bomb in hand right now. 43 on the clock, so still plenty of time for that plant time, and of course this 5 seconds is all you need to get the bomb down. It's a 4v3 situation, so they have the numbers, a smaller area to defend. This could work out well for them. on. As you'll just notice then, I heard some comms in the background. There is another player working that flank again, trying to push it out. It's Bundo this time, who needs to succeed it. So now it's a 3v3, 35 on the clock. Big fist comes out. Karis gets 1 kill. It's a 1v3, and another hit this time from Hoju on Zeus, but just like that, as the round does end, it's going to be IG picking up that one. 2-1 right now. Still, I in the lead, but you know, IG, I feel they can get this next round as well. If they do that, then you know their mental state again will play the big factor to boost their momentum, boost their confidence, and really help drive some more rounds.
It was quite literally a brawl there at the end as Back also picked up that final kill with the bow, and this is what you need. They're on the breadstick at the moment, but I'm with you. I'm really feeling they're going to make a comeback here. Let's see what they can do. As I say that, talking about breadsticks, let's talk about donuts. We're going for the whole bakery. Is Killer Pie and also Vilesider dropping those big zeros at the moment. I don't think they're going to stay at that. Both very good players in their own right. Can Hoji check the flank? He does. Gets the turn to get the kill, but he was going to be shut down in return by Carrots. So Vilesider is going to be trying to get the plant over on B here. You've got 3 members of IG still alive. Perfect nade there by Carrots. Going big there. So Bundo is the only man left alive. He's got the ASM-1. And he really needs to watch himself. 2 players are going to be right in front of him. He's getting shot in the back as well. And there you go. Round number 4 is going to be going to the guys from IG. We're now tied up here by a 2 apiece. We both called it. Well, it's both of us to be right for once. It's really good. Yeah, I know, right? I know, right?
Those nades, though, Carrots is one player that I've seen consistent on the nades in regards to he knows exact moments, exact places to put them and fire them out to get the kill on the bomb sites. You know, I've seen it on multiple maps as well. He seems to have done his homework, which is good to see, because you need to know every little nook and cranny about these little games. You know, any quirk that the game has, you need to know about if you want to compete at the highest level. So right now, while we do still have Killer Pie and Volslider both on those donuts, we have other players pushing big numbers up. You know, you've got Carrots on 5, Buckebeck's on 5, Zeus is pulling a 3 and 3, so staying that positive, breaking even as well. So we've got Buckebeck on the screen. Scope comes out that time from Bundo, though. So Zeus now with our bomb in hand. He does have Moore's thermal sight as well, trying to find some player back B there. Couldn't see much about it though. Watching his flank, smart. You know, keeping an eye on their back end. They don't want to be circled around and getting read by someone, but you will see that 3v4 situation in favour of IN.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how Zeus plays this. He's obviously just outside of glass here over on the B street. He's got his 2 teammates just through the cuts there near B. A player, Killer Pie, just got dropped. Quinn's being alive. Carrots with the nay again. Hoju being dropped there. He's going to work with the bow as well. Wow, that was some nice work there. You've got a 2v2 scenario of Carrots and Zeus up against the guys, Bundo and Vilesider from Integral. Look where the bomb positioning is by. That was quite interesting, the route he took. He's gone for this rotation, exactly what he needs. And Carrots, I kind of like his positioning, actually, but I think he needs to get a bit closer to his teammate, Bio. Tell us what we're seeing right now.
At the moment, you, of course, do see that double rotation happening. They thought that maybe they could go down for A, but Carrots decided, no, mate, I can clear out B for us, come back to it, put that bomb down. It'll then allow them, because look at that, it's perfectly planned. They saw him push out there. They knew they were going to go check A. So they decided to come back to B, get that bomb down. And look at Carrots as well, just mentioning. I'm probably going to curse him now. 6-point streaks on 7 and 2. If he's going to get more rounds, he's going to keep cleaning up in this regards as Bundo and Vol starting out to get that defusal.
I love how these guys put the big step in to get back over to this B street. But look at this push from the guys of IN. Bundo, he got tags out. He knows where Zeus is. Needs to watch himself. Carrots taking down Vilesider though. Bundo, the only one left alive to stop this. It's going to be a player jumping in. Needs to watch his back, and he does get taken down. IG now in the lead here, 3-2. I was telling you, watch these IG guys, Bio. Watch these IG guys. They know how to play S&D. They know Solar. Integral. Amazing. They still might come back. That Bundo Billwall train might be jumping out at us, but I tell you what, IG looking very strong right now. Smart plays too. That double rotation to come back to B. Both of them were on that side of the map as the other 2 were over down in that purple. They didn't know which way was up, and they got totally outplayed there. It was a brilliant round from IG.
It would seem you don't need kills to win some S&Ds here. Carrots on a 7-point streak now, 8 and 2 in that regards, and he's still alive. His teammate did get picked up by a headshot by Bundo, of course, Killer Pie, but right now that bomb is looking to go down right now. Killer Pie is not having the best of game as his Volsider, but you know, the team's doing their best to try and keep it alive for him, and if you've got players like Carrots who just finally got dropped and that streak ended, you know, it's going to help your team out. 2v4 situation now, the bomb is down. They picked 1 up to try and even the odds a little bit more in their favour, but sadly not there yet, as Buckebeck and Zeus are up against Hoju, Bundo and Quincy here in this round. Bomb is planted, of course. There's another one. Oh, almost comes around that turn. Zeus now in a 1v2 as he does get picked up, and that round back to that IN squad, tied now at 3 apiece.
Yeah, it is tied up here. I honestly didn't expect him to get that round, but just too strong there in the end as we saw Quincy there picking up the kill with the IMR. And I must say, just to speak a little bit about the game specifically, the IMR coming into play a lot. I've seen in these last qualifier spots, qualifier tournaments rather, and it's really coming into play here for those teams that can't really decide between their AR or usually their scope. You see a lot of players usually rocking scope that now goes switching to the IMR. Obviously, on a good day, one burst is all it's going to take down a player. With that said, we're going to be getting back into the action here. We're up to round number 7 here. 3 apiece to each of these teams of Integral versus eXcess.iG. Vilesider taking a fall there. Killerpie still on that 0. The donut for his team. But you know what? A meat shield is still an important part to a team, I might add.
It is, but he did just nade his own teammate and almost killed him in the process, trying to go for those geek nades. It bounced back at him. Zeus was not aware of the case. He did get the call out and just put it straight right into it, so to speak. But right now, a 3v4 situation as one player trying to come through catwalk there. Quincy gets one, Bundo gets one. Killerpie does trade off on one of his own, but just like that, a 2v3. Now it's a 3v1. As I say that, these guys are swarming in every which way. Iron's pinching right now very, very strongly and very strategically. A lot of times you'll see team put one player in to come defend it. These guys are coming from multiple angles at the same time, working really well, and this is what's giving them rounds.
Integral just coming back in a very strong way there. They're now once again in the lead here, 4 rounds to 1, 2 more rounds, and they're going to be going away with it. And of course, they already picked up that first hardpoint game. IG really need this one to carry their momentum. We're going to be following the guys from Integral. Hoju's going to have the bomb, and they're going for a big push here down the A street here. As you can see on your minimap there, 2 players. You've got Vilesider backing up Hoju. So Vile's going to be running point with him with the ASM1. You've got a couple of players towards the middle. Look at this rotation now towards the A. You've got a player from eXcess.iG who's going to be checking it. That's Killerpie coming out. He was tagged there. Killerpie, he's going 2 for 6 right now. Vilesider still on the 0 right now. He's in the purple. The bomb has been planted at A, so it's going to be really interesting to see what these guys do in a 4v3 situation. I see a lot of kills coming up.
I do. I want to stay on board with Vilesider here just to see if he can get off that donut. He's been struggling so badly here. We got Bundo and Vilesider now in a 2v3 situation. Zeus back and Killerpie as Zeus does take down Bundo, so Vilesider bomb is down. One player right there in front. Yeah. There's his first kill. Can he clutch this one? 13 seconds left. Check the bomb. He's aware that something needs to be done here. There's one player on the bomb. He's done it. He just needs to check the bomb one more time right now. Vilesider 0-7 picks up 2 kills. Might even get a 3rd here as the player's there on the defusal. Doesn't matter. That is round for IN. Vilesider comes up big when it needs to happen.
This is why kills don't. No one cares about kills in S&D. We make jokes about it. I call to play Killerpie. That's true. That's true. Don't call him out on it. But this seriously though, this is why it doesn't matter. Like, if it's one round that changes the momentum of the game, or in this case, enforces it, they're now one round away from the win here on this map, which will give them a 2-0 lead in this series. Are you kidding me? That's ridiculous.
As we'll see now here in round number 9, it's 5-3 on that scoreboard. Bundo starts things off strongly. We'll take that bucket back as Vilesider does get dropped as well here. So you will see a 3v3 situation. Looks like these guys are sort of feeling that B, but again, you can rotate so easily on this map. You've got 3 different routes you can really take. You can go back to your spawn, go under through tunnel and through glass, or go try and float circle around the whole map and swing in behind them through factories. So, you know, these guys have options to work with right now as they do make it a 3v2. Odds are in their favour. They're just going to pick up the bomb plant, or they have to take down one more player before they do that. Here comes a poke. That CoD timing, you know, almost working in favour of IG Descent. And just, oh, Carrots. The geek nade comes in, but on the wrong player.
Carrots nades, I mean, they're so hot that they take down their own teammates. Now, Killerpie is the only one left alive in a 1v2 situation. The bomb is down over on B. Both of these players from the Integral squad are on the B street. One right up the back near the car park, one just inside of glass there. He does have the bomb in hand. He's got 28 seconds. He needs to play it a little bit slower, but as I say that, he did take down one player, but it wasn't meant to be. And Integral taking out that last round, 6-3, Bio.
Okay, so we had the right score, just wrong team.
Exactly right.
So, yeah, half right. I'm giving myself credit for that one.
Oh, I got nothing.
If I had a Mickey Mouse badge, I'd put it on right now.
Nice.
I really would. But hey, look at those scores. Look at that. You know, at the end of the day, you pick up the win. You get that win in your favour. IG, 3 of their players had 8 kills. That's a strong thing. And you only had 3 rounds, so that sort of doesn't really add up in your favour. So, IN, just like the numbers don't matter. 10 and 8 for Bundo, hitting those double figures. 7 and 5, like 2 and 9, one player. Vilesider, like you do have to mention it, but at the same time, the rest of his team just put on the backpacks. He's a tall guy. They split him up into 3 quarters. Just put him in.
I think that's what they'd have to do. But Vileside, as we said, in that second last round there, just going clutch for his team, able to keep that bomb planted for his team up against IG. He had that 1v3 scenario. He ended up dying, but it didn't matter in the end as, they didn't have enough time to defuse. So we see Integral going ahead here 2-0. Bio, it's been close games.
Oh, yes,
They've been amazingly close. As we said,
again,
that first hard
score
point
doesn't really add up.
That first hard point, they both teams played really, really well. It was IG that dropped the ball on those last 2 hard points, and then obviously with this S&D, I've got to be honest, I expected them to come out a little bit stronger, but again, Integral always trying to prove me wrong, man. They're too strong. They're OP when they want to be. They come at me.
Illuminati confirmed.
I know, right? They're coming really, really strong. So, with that said, 2-0, one more game is going to win it and win a spot to the LA Championships, the World Championships presented by Xbox. This is a big game for both teams. If Integral win, they go through. They've got their plane ticket, they're gone. If not, we've got these guys from New Zealand. They're going to be sent packing with a respectable 4th place. But, we saw Flair, the other NZ guys, get that last year. They want to go that little bit better.
I feel that they can. It's a CTF on Biolab that's going to come up next. It is a map and a game type that some teams might think as, one team feels that they've got a better odds of it, but Biolab is one of those maps that really anything does go, and these both teams are going to be trying their best to clutch that one down. Obviously, like you said, IN, they want to close this one out. They want that pressure relieved. Obviously, they're still going to try and get first here at this event, but just that knowledge that you're going to LA, weight just gone.
It would be a weight off their shoulders for sure. So as Bio just pointed out, we're going to be having our next game in this series. It's going to be Game 3. CTF on Biolab. We're here at the Call of Duty Championship Asia Pacific Regional Final presented by Xbox. Don't you guys go anywhere.
Just can't let you know.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Losers Bracket Round 3 qualifying match between Integral and eXcess.iG. Right now, the series score is 2-0 in favour of Integral. If these guys can win the CTF on Biolab game number 3 in this best out of 5 series, they are done. They're packing their bags. And they'll be off to, as Naked would say, laters with the big LA comma to the RS.
They are playing for their lives. Both teams are right now. As we pointed out, IG, if they lose this game, they're out. They're out of the Asia Pacific Regional, still in a very respectable 4th place. That's not what you want. You want this ticket. You want the plane tickets to LA. You want to grind it out with the best in the world. 32 teams over there are going to be playing for everything, including $1 million. And of course, all the pride and glory that goes with being crowned world champions of the Call of Duty Championships presented by Xbox. I mean, it's amazing stuff that they're playing for.
Oh, it is. And of course, these guys still have that prize money here locally that they're playing for as well. So don't forget that, you know, 3rd place alone is worth $2,000. 2nd place, $3,000. 1st place, $6,000 cold hard cash. So that's a sort of a good way to start off your trip to LA. Perhaps, you know, go see the sights and enjoy your time over there and just feel, you know, have a bit of a holiday, but at the same time focus big on what's going to happen when it comes down to the game.
I'd get it all in $5 notes and just bathe in the Call of Duty cash.
It's America. $1 notes if you go over there.
Oh, dollar notes. You can fill up a room with that. Let's go diving into it. It would be great. Look, with my dreams out of the way, my sick fantasies, let's get back into the game here. We're going to be having CTF on Biolab. You've got Bundo from Integral here. He was going to work before being shut down there. We've got, it was Carrots who shut him down. Hoju picking up a kill on Carrots in return. Now with Hoju, he's into purple. Vilesider going for a run with the flag here. He's just over above purple here. He's got the nade out towards Snow here. Needs to watch the player that's out there. A player jumps out of Biolab, and it looks like that run was shut down.
It was, and we're over to the side of things for IG now, because these guys are going to set up for a bit of a counter run of their own. It's going to be Killerpie who drops down from top of Orange to try and grab that flag and go for a bit of a run here. You will see his teammate of Buckerbeck using that escort. Vilesider again has pulled that flag and is going to go for another run of his own to try and, run a bit of a counter cap and keep this bit of a stalemate situation. As you see that minute now first gone, and a few players are pushing up and around, but right now he's going to try and close down on that one and try and get their return if they can. It'll be big, but Quincy stays alive.
Yeah, Quincy's the one going to work here for the Integral squad, staying alive with the flag right when he needed. He does have a backup player, but he's going the wrong way here. He's about to be challenged from potentially Snow here. I'm not too sure here. We've got, who was it? It's Killerpie in control of the flag as well still. So both flags still up, still available for both teams. We've got Nilor a minute and a half in. Bundo being stunned pretty heavily there. He's having a look out towards the Snow here over at that uplink spawn point. Looking towards where the flag is now. There is a player being challenged right now. 1-0 now though, as IG were able to clutch that point.
Yeah, you will of course see now IG, they are trying to get a flag run of their own happening here because they are currently down 1-0 in favour of IG, like you said. As you'll see Buckerbeck on my screens, he's got this flag trying to go for another run here, almost putting it down. He will do so. So right now, that Integral squad, they're 2-0 down here in this first part. We'll go for a listen in with them right now and just see how their comms are going in this sort of situation, almost the first.
I'm rotating.
Ramp in purple. Purple weak. Yeah, back door, no tags, Zeus.
Yeah.
Guys, I spawn green plat, they're pushing.
Nice, let's just rotate up.
There's one in bio.
Yeah, bio's down.
Bio weak, I spawn chat.
Guy in blue window, he's looking green. There's one G-spot now, Chief.
Purple weak, he's in that little gate corner. Impede.
I need more bio lab control.
Got bio lab. In that little nook, in that purple nook, Purple ledge, jump down.
He's dead. G-spot weak.
And bio lab.
G-spot still tag. Alright, rotate.
I am mowing.
You have to stay alive, Billy, you have to stay alive.
Where can I pull this?
They can't pull purple, we spawn purple,
I'm pulling green.
Maybe go ice.
Guy in your back, Carl.
There's two in purple. Play that, so there's like 4 of them in purple. Play chill. Nice. We've got back Carrots and Zeus.
Solid comms coming out there from that IN team, but I want to find out how IG are going right now with this lead and about to extend it to a 3-0-1 right now. So here we go for listening with IG.
I'm pulling it green. Help me out.
It's going purple.
I should be able to get this.
Go. I know he's on me, dude.
Got it. Help him, flag.
Ah, he's one shot.
Orange.
Did you get him?
Nah, they blocked the barrel.
Hard luck. It's all good.
Pulling.
They're going flag.
He's in blue now. Bottom blue.
He's tagged.
Tagged. I got it. Another one.
Oh.
He's gone green.
Watch out.
One's behind you. Good shit. Get the kill. Nice. I'm gonna play Ray. I spawn green side.
Flag also returns and you don't touch it.
Yeah, make sure you grab the flag. There's 2 on the flag.
Oh, good.
I
got it.
I got one.
There's 2 on the base.
Got the other.
The comms obviously a lot more active from this IG team, and of course they did just get one more point on the board, 4-0. Finally a prediction for myself coming through here. I knew these guys from IG would come up big, not specifically because they're super amazing at Biolab, although you could be fooled to think so. It's just these guys from Integral, Biolab's not really their thing. Most of the games that I've been seeing played on it, they just seem to be falling a little bit on their behinds, unfortunately. But as I say that, Vilesider trying to make a run now. He does have the flag in hand, running straight down the side there. Will he be shut down? He will there, as he just almost makes it, and that flag was returned. So as I was saying, with 20 minutes left in the half, 4-0 to IG. They're still in this series, Bio.
Well, they are indeed. Obviously, if they can play a first half like that and then finish up with another strong second half, these guys can easily make this a 2-1 series and then try and bring it back on that next game type of uplink. Of course, it would be on Detroit if it does come down to that. But right now, during this half, We'll just bring that scoreboard up in these final moments, just show you what's happening so far in this 5 minutes gone. And you'll see this there, or you saw it there for a moment. Bundle top scoring for the IN side of things, but IG they're going fairly strongly all over in regards to who's got most kills, most deaths, capture-wise and returns. Look at those returns. Look how many pulls that IN have tried to have here. They've had 8 pulls and they've been returned that many times. So they've had 8 pulls and all returns. It just seems that IG's just map strategy and defense layout is just too strong for IN.
This is what I mean about Biolab. So what that tells a story in itself, that these guys aren't making the cohesive push. Like they're just scrapping it. They're trying to grab a flag wherever they can, but they're not. There's no strategy behind it. They're just run and gun. Let's just grab a flag where we can. And at this level of competition, you can't be doing that.
No, you need to at least have at least 2 people down, grab a flag, do what they did just before during that CTF from retreat that we saw. In that last game. That's what they need to do right now. If they can do that, then they'll be able to at least capitalise a bit better on what's happening at the moment. But with seeing like we have said, that the IG squad are very strong with their CTF situation. They're all looking like they have everything down pat for where they need to be and what needs to happen and when. And just like that, you'll see an EMP comes in, but the flag does get picked up by Killerpie there. He's going to run out towards green. And thanks to that minimap, we saw a player behind him. He's aware of it. He's not quite sure where he's disappeared to, though. He's underneath him as they pretty much just go over the top of each other at the same time, running back and forth. There's one guy down there. He's just going to run away instead. Killerpie with the flag.
What a duke there by Killerpie. There was obviously a bit of luck and timing for him to get out of there. Got to watch the player coming out of orange, though. And indeed, he does get shut down there. That was Hoju from Integral shutting down that, and that was vital. I did like that route. I thought he was going to drop, but no, smashed through some windows. Oh, look at that. I got distracted by a big flash of red on the kill feed there. IG calling to workers. Pretty much everyone from Integral would just drop. Watch your minimap here, Bios. We're seeing the guys make a push here over through purple. That's going to be the flag in the hands of Bakabek. They want to try and make it 5. He was shut down. Flag still out there. Zeus going to work with the bow. That's a big 2-piece. He's pre-firing out. He gets the 3rd as well. Zeus going to work down, taking down Quinn. 17-10, 3-point streak. That's huge for his team.
Yeah, Carrot got that 4th kill as well, so they had 4 players down there for a moment, allowing them just to regroup and try and control themselves again. Killerpie was in a good situation at the time. Thanks to Zeus and Carrots, he was over near purple. He went out, grabbed the flag, and he was going for a run back. They're almost looking to have a 5th pick cap here. Look at Zeus. Zeus is currently cleaning up. It doesn't say it on our screens, but he was on a pretty big streak at the time. Does finally get taken down, but Hoju manages to sneak in there and grab that flag and go for a run of his own. Still 3 minutes left here, Maniac. So these guys still have the time to do these flag runs and get some caps in, but they've got to start putting some points on the board now.
They really do. You know what? I hope your uplink on Detroit is good, because it looks like we're going to it. 4-0 right now to these guys from IG. They were trying to still get more points on the board, and as you can see here, Carrots making a push. Now, we need to watch it though. 2 minutes 40 left. It's not impossible for these guys to come back, and I just saw Carrots push. He had no backup. That was very unlike IG. They need to really keep their composure. They get really excited. We've seen it before. They get excited, and then they start cracking. They make little mistakes. It's those amateur mistakes that you really need to avoid, and you need to watch yourself this push from the Integral squad. Carrots here, although on his own, now that all these guys have pushed out, this is a time to make a play. 2 minutes left. He can get this cabin. He needs to watch the spawners, which he's got backup over on the far left here, as you can see on your minimap, just outside of the generator. He's going to be running from the top green into the generator there. Has he got backup? Yes, he does. There's a few players on the stairs there, or a player on the stairs there, but it's not going to matter. Carrots had heaps of backup there. Kill feed, lighten up red, and he was able to get that cap quite easily. 5-0 with just under 2 minutes left. It's IG. Nice work. These guys coming back, not worried about those first 2 games, showing they're still in it, repping the Kiwi as well.
Oh, definitely. Like I said, it's a big mental game for these guys, and if they can just stay mentally focused on what needs to be done, they can achieve it, and they're doing so during this CTF on Biolab. Both players currently away from the base. Hoju wants to be the first person to get a point in here for IN. Of course, they get that flag returned. He'll get that one in. He's glowing red a bit, but they're at least on the board now. So even if they do still lose, they'll know it won't be a clean sweep in regards to no caps at all. 1 is better than nothing in their mental states, and again, it's a big play for me. You'll see Hoju just picking up some more kills here. Bakabek decides to go that flag and again go for this run out green. Seems to be their preferred path on their flag runs for this IG squad. Again, they've got players coming in, circling from Snow and Biolab from that IN team. They're going to be up to Quinns now if he can shut this one down. I don't think he will, though, and just like that, the score becomes 6-1 with a minute remaining. Yeah,
time and time we say again, if there's not enough time for your team to win, you need to still keep fighting. I mean, if you give up, your head game is not right. You shouldn't be here. You're not at this level of competition, or at least you wouldn't be earning it. You need to keep fighting, and that's exactly what these guys from Integral are doing. We've seen they can flip games like a switch. They were down 3-0 in a previous S&D. We saw they were able to come back to make it 6-3. Sorry, they made it 6-4 rather. these guys are just really amazing. Killer Pie here going to work for the IG squad though, but both teams, you can't rule out either of them. And as I said, going into this uplink on Detroit, both teams I know play uplink really well. The last we saw playing this here on the stream was the guys from Integral, which I think they lost their uplink fairly convincingly, but I don't really know, man. I don't really know. Like, they play uplink really well, I must say. Like, usually Integral goes really strong in their uplink.
Yeah, they do. But at the same time, like you've mentioned, you know, IG's game is just up on par with them. So, and I remember hearing this morning when IG were getting interviewed, just saw that 6-1 to them. IG now bring themselves back into this series and stay alive. It's not over yet. It's going to be 2-1 in regards to that series score. But as I was saying, IG had, in my mind, an advantage for them. They've been scrimming a lot online, but not on their own host. They've been playing on Australian hosts. So they're used to pre-aiming, pre-firing, get these shots in first to try and, you know, survive and win with that little bit of lag they might have been experiencing. Now in a land situation, you know, the shot's more on par, more direct, more accurate, more exactly where it needs to be at 100% instead of maybe at 99. So I feel that that's really a game changer for them in that regards. And look at that scoreboard. You know, while IG did pick up a victory there, it's all going positive. And just look at those returns. It's a big thing for me. You know, IN did get hands on flag a fair bit, but they just couldn't run it through the map. They had no escort, no control, no setups, and sort of what shut them down. So props to IG after that one in regards to a CTF victory on Biolab. But like he said, it is going to be an uplink game next, this time on Detroit. Still anyone's game. IG after that 6-1 win in the CTF, convincingly in my opinion, these guys could easily take it to Detroit uplink and take it to that Game 5 on that S&D terrace. It's
going to be very interesting to see. Guys at home, make sure you let us know who you think is going to be taking out this series between at ACL Pro and at Call of Duty _ANZ. We want to know your thoughts. Of course, as Bio just said, our next game is going to be uplink on Detroit. We have, of course, these guys from eXcess.iG up against Integral. We'll be right back after this short break.
Walking out on us, or am I losing touch? Too many games, now all our chips are lost. Luck was not enough. I opened my eyes. Tonight I feel like waking to a better life. Tonight I feel like waking.
Welcome back to the Call of Duty Championship Asia Pacific Losers Bracket Round 3 qualifier match, live from Sydney, Australia. I'm BioAcid, joined by a Maniac, and so far in the series we have seen almost a Queen 3-0, but thanks to a strong CTF game on Biolab by that IG team, they've managed to bring it back down 2-1, heading into game number 4.
When one team is looking so convincingly ahead of another, usually when that team that's losing, if they come back, it's usually like a great victory and everyone's celebrating.
Not a 6-1.
No, they just went out, gave it to Integral just like that, showing that they are still a dominating force right here, of course, in our Asia Pacific regional final. And, you know, they're still in it. We've got Uplink on Detroit next. Uplink, a game type, we say it time and time again, but I feel like it can't be said enough. It can always go either way. Both of these teams showing how strong they've been at this game type.
Oh, they have indeed, and we want to find out what's going to happen coming up in this next moments as these guys get set up ready for action. Now, remember, in Uplink, you get a max of 10 points for the first half. So if the team hits 10 points, it's going to stop that time. That time gets taken off the second half, and then you start that second half into play. So far, I don't think we've seen that 10-point mark get hit so far here at this event. It'd be interesting to see if that does right now. But like you've mentioned, be sure also to get some tweets in. Let us know. Include at ACL Pro, the hashtag CoD Champs, and at Call of Duty _ANZ. And perhaps your tweet will be selected to be shown live on stream. But into the game we will go as these players get set ready for action. And like we said, it will be uplink on Detroit between IG and IN. Of course, these guys are now a 2-1 series lead to that IN team still. But I feel, you know, IG with that 6-1 from that CTF, they're fighting.
They're going to be hyped. They're going to be hyped. There's no doubt about it. And they want to stay in it. Of course, we do see Integral. They only need this round to take it out and, of course, secure their tickets to LA. IG, though, coming off the back of that big CTF win, that 6-1, I really feel like they're going to have the momentum here to give it to Integral. We're going to be seeing our kill feed lighten up back and forth. It's always scrappy play at the beginning of this. Obviously, this drone is in the Atlas here. We're going to be seeing it in the hands of Quince here, trying to make a run into that courtyard. He was shut down by Carrots. He now has it in his hand as well. Let's just take a look here. Via what do these guys really have to do here? I mean, the setups here aren't really in position right now. Obviously, first few seconds of this game, but Varsider here's trying to make a move. Yeah, they just got a 4 down there for a moment. Now his teammates are all around him. They should be able to get a 2-pointer in here. Varsider has been stunned, but he does jump up high there. It looked like for a moment, after Quincy got picked up in that half wall jumping over, it looked like Varsider was perhaps thinking go for the reset out Nova. He decided against that. His teammates circled up. 4 down for a moment there with Zeus, Karras, and Killer Pie all picking up a few kills. Karras now with that drone in hand. He's over here at Glass. He's going to try and get that 2-point. He saw players back there, though. He decides against it. He's going to try and dive, dip, dutch, and dodge, and he'll make that way in for a 2-point uplink right now. So it's 2-2 overall, and that drone will reset. I feel it in my bones. This is going to be an amazing match right now. 2-2 right now, the beginning of this uplink. Killer Pie going for the long throw quarterback for his team right now. Bakabek trying to follow it up with some shots out from his ASM-1. Bundo is going to get the turn on, though, to shut down that down. Vilesider now has the drone in his hand, trying to make a run right now. And he's going to be running up through here into the car park. He's got to watch himself, though. He does have teammates out in front, run and point for him. He's going to be making a run through this school. There's going to be a player just on the stairs here. He needs to watch himself. He's going to be having, I believe that might be Bakabek in position. He's going for the Duke, gets the stomp. Can he also get the kill? Varsider still alive somehow. I have no idea. And he's going to get that reset of his shield as we talked about. And look, he's just going to be trying to just play it safe here. A bit over 3 minutes left in the half. Watching himself, still 2 apiece right now. Hoju going to work by taking down Carrots. And once again, that drone is on the move with Vilesider. Yeah, Vilesider has had this one for at least almost a minute now coming up. He's just been running around school. He reset a little bit there, waiting outside. Got that shield back on up. He knows players are going to be out here. His escorts are all there around as well. And now, thanks to that help from his teammates, they do get another 2 points on the board, but they're all pushed up while the other team from IG are down there near the Atlas building. They've managed to pull that drone out. He goes for the single throw. He had his teammates there to help him with that escort as well. They could have gone for that 2-piece, the 2-player point instead. It might get reset just here, thanks to the long shots. Bakabek catching those shots. There's another attempt to 3-set that drone. Oh my god.
Now they're bouncing around. Has it even got to go in? It finally does. Bakabek just got very lucky right there. Thanks to that fail. I think it might have been by Hochu. Yeah, see, I was going to go back around and talk about how clutch Vilesider's play was, but I don't want to talk about Integra right now, as we just saw the guys from IG able to pick up that big 2 points right there, which really mattered, even though it is still early in this game. To tie things up is exactly what you need. Obviously, both teams, they want to keep this momentum going. They can't be shut down. As soon as one team has a convincing lead here, it's all over, as we saw in that last CTF round. However, still 4 apiece, just under 2 minutes left in the half here. Quinn's going to work here with this SMG. The player with the drone here is going for a run through the hospital. He's going outside now, goes for the big throw. That's Bakabek with the strong arm, and he does indeed. It gets the landing on the bounce, and 5-4 is now your score. He's going to be followed up with a couple of strong kills here as well. He took down Vilesider and then followed up with Bundo. Zeus gets the relay going, throws out the drone to Bakabek, passes it on. Bakabek's going to be shut down now. Needs to watch himself. He did get stunned there. Drone is now back in the middle of the map there. We've got Killer Pie over in the school. Needs to watch himself, and Buddha's going to take him down. Yeah, they just got another 2 points during that play just before as well with those parts going off. And you'll notice now Quincy does have that drone in hand. Now, Quincy wasn't having the best of games beforehand as well. He was only about 2 and 8, actually, I should say. Now 6 and 11, so he's picked up his kills a bit. 3 players now drop. Vilesider, the same, not having the best of games, 2 and 8. He needs to pick up some more kills. While Vilesider has been running OBJ a fair bit, his kills are not helping the team at this time. You'll see Bakabek now going in for another 2 points. It's a 5-point game right now for a minute left here in this first half. Right now, if Zeus can get at least a 1-pointer in, he'll end the half right there, but he might be going for the 2 instead. I'd love to see it go to these 10 points, and that's about where he got it. Will it get in?
No, it missed.
Interception.
That was a nice interception. It would have been clutch too. I really want to see this end with the 10 points though, because as you've mentioned, I don't think we've seen it on stream yet. And these guys right now from IG, they would love that kind of motivation, you know. That would really feel good. Just giving it back to these integral guys after, of course, they got those first 2 rounds. If they can answer back with 2 of their own, that would be amazing. And by the looks of it, it's exactly what they're going to do.
He's going to go for the 2 points instead. He got the call from his teammate. I'm right here. Go. Oh, he went for the pass. He got picked up just then by Bondo. Can Bondo get the 2-piece? No, he'll get the assist instead. Goes for the double jump, missing the... He finally gets in there. It was going every which way, strafing up in the air, but 12 seconds left here in the half, so they're going to take 12 seconds off the second half. Look at that final kill cam. You see him going up and around, trying to get in there. Finally gets his way in. We
were talking about going to 10 points. They just wanted to...
11.
Not good enough, IG. Give us 11. So at the half, they've got 11. They're 4 minutes 48. As you said, there were 12 minutes left in the half. So 4 minutes 48, yep, for these guys of Integral to come back. We're going to be going into the second half now. We're going to be following these guys from Integral. Let's jump over to Bundo, captain of the purple wall. Let's get onto these guys. He's got the bell. He did get the tags out. He's rocking the bell here, watching this streak down here. There's a player going to be right in front of him. That's Carrots jumping up high, basically trying to give him the kill here. He does chase that down, able to take him out. Hoju also picking up the kill as well. There was about to be some points there, but that was a clutch play there by Zeus to shut down Quinns just before some points were capped there. Hoju still making the move by shutting down Zeus, captain of IG. Now, players running amok right now. It's all, look at this. Back and forth, blue, red. These guys are going to give me an epileptic fit the way this keeps going blue and red. It's just scrap city right now. But Bio, something to note. These guys from Integral can't do that. They need to make this push with the drone. They need to get a couple of
2 points in. They can't just go for those single point throws. You see so many teams do from that Atlas building in the middle. They do try. Oh, Quincy almost getting it out of there and try and get those 2 points in like we said. The bounce back in though, there it is there. We saw it happen in the last half multiple times. He should be getting it the second time around though, and that reset should happen. But like I said, you know, you can't do that mid throw from Atlas building. You need to go for those 2 points right now for the IN team. At the same time, IG has got a 4-player down. This is their chance to grab that drone and go for a run of their own right now. If they can get this one in and increase the lead even more, they'll be looking so much more dominant with 3.5 minutes left here in this second half. The defense is set up. Can they stop him? There's the EMPs. They're perfectly timed. They finally shut him down for a couple of kills. Like Quincy's 2-piece is going to help them out as Bucketek tries to get some shots out here of his own. Hoju then picks up 2-piece of his own as well. And just like that, 4 players were dropped. The drone was reset, and now IN have a chance to try and get some more points on the board.
If IN want any chance of coming back in this map, they needed that to happen, so they've got it. They've got their lifeline now. Now they just need to capitalize on it. Val's side of here, we don't really see if he's got much support here. There is a couple of players up on the street. He managed to survive there. The drone out towards the middle. He's just going to get out that stun there just in case the player was going to be going for it, but Bundo was going to be able to, sorry, he was going to be shut down there by, I believe, Zeus. We're over with Bundo now. He's got the bow here in the street. He's going to be firing out towards Carrots. Carrots has the drone at the moment, jumping over into the court. There's going to be a player in front of him, gives him the smack in the face. Hoju, get out of my way before he is eventually shut down by Vilesider.
As you'll see right now, Killerpie on our screen. So we're going to come inside a school here. His teammates are there with him as they try and get that escort happening. Back against shut down by Bundo as Carrots and Zeus pick up a kill of their own there on each hand. Go for the smackdown. Can't get close enough with that one. Quincy's going to get the kill instead and grab the drone for himself and that IN team. But again, they're yet to get a point here in the second half. These guys got two uplinks in that first half very quickly, and since then IN have yet to get points in that board. So it's been at least a good 6 minutes without them scoring. Right now, IG, they're having their way with things. 11-4 in that scoreboard, 2 minutes left, and again in their hands, have that drone, could go for a single point, but they might go for the double.
Depending on what happens with Bucketek here, it's a minimum 4 relays for these guys from Integral to at least just even up the score here or get ahead. 4 relays in 2 minutes. 1 every 30 seconds, but I don't know if they can do it here. As I say that, Vile just goes out for the throw, and he does get that. So, I mean, look, 11-5, they're 6 points out. They need to make at least 3 relays with this and get them through for the 2-pointers, and I just don't know if they can do it with 1:40 left.
They just had a good play there. They had one player just in that glass house just dashing around everywhere. The other player was being the distraction, and they were pretty much just getting the kills for him and allowed them to get that drone reset, come back in and try and pick up some extra points here. Hoju now down this A Street looking to come on in as these guys are pushing up. Obviously, the left-hand side, you see a few players. Zeus picks up a 2-piece there in the background, as we will now see Hoju trying to stop that drone run, but Killerpie has it in his hands. He's head back trying to go for that reset, it would seem. Hopefully the throw will count, and it won't bounce back in on him, as it would have been a very bad thing to see. And there's a punch from him on Vilesider, who was trying to come out of yellow at that time. Quinn's now inside a hospital, running through. One player into the front. There's Killerpie, and you can hear the comms in the background there from the team too. But a minute left right now in Maniac, 6 points that game. They need, they need three uplinks themselves in the portal to be able to get the 2 points each to tie the game. They need more than that, obviously, to get the lead back in their hands. after that 6-1, IG, in regards to the CTF, IG's uplink game, strong as well. These guys are going to be feeling very confident if they can keep this up right now, heading into that last S&D.
Yeah, they did lose the S&D though, Bio, which is quite interesting, especially since I said that these guys from IG, they play their S&Ds really, really well. Just having a look, we're going to have an S&D on Terrace. Not really favourite map, but IG are really good at it. That's what I was about to say. So it's going to be really interesting to see how that plays out. With that said, we've still got a game on our hands here. Bio, it may be over for the guys from Integral in this one, but it's going to be interesting to see how they're still alive and keep these kills flowing. If they can, Bakabek was just shutting down Vileside. There's a player just coming through, gets the team kill on Carrots because he's just that on fire right now. Bakabek just wants all the kills. If he include the teammate, that's a 3-piece right there as he finishes up by Hoji. He's also going to get the kill cam there. Great work by IG to bounce back 2 games in a row now, and it's all going to come down to the fifth game. And Bio, for the last ticket to LA, what better way to do it than a 5th game in a best of 5?
Exactly. You do want to see it perhaps even coming to that golden round number 11 in the S&D as well. I don't think I've seen it go all the way to round 11 yet on the main stage. I did see one go to round 9 obviously and a round 10, but I want to see that round number 11 come into fruition. We see that scoreboard there, the IG team, Buckerback 24 and 22, Carrots on 25 and 25, 29 and 19 for Killer Pie. No uplinks, but a slaying indeed role he played. Zeus then 23 and 20. We've got to mention it, Vileside at 5 and 24, you know, he's got to get out of his own head right now. He's got to focus on what's coming up next, because if he focuses on what just happened then, he's going to be in a bit of strife, in my opinion.
I don't want to focus on it, but he can't be putting those numbers out. Not if he wants to help his team come through here. 11 for 5. It's not the craziest points we've seen, especially since, you know, all of those points were scored in the first half. So we saw some amazing defensive play by the guys from IG. It's going to come into this next one. I'm predicting if we can see the guys from Integral step up here and Vilesider especially come back in, just get out of his head, just focus a little bit more on the game, it could go their way. But I mean, S&D, I think you could say that S&D probably favours Integral, but this map, S&D on Terrace, IG, I don't know, man. They're looking pretty good.
I feel that it is perhaps more an IG side in this regard. We will get, of course, if you want to find out who we're going to vote for, at ACL Pro, you can include that LR3 Integral or LR3 IG in regards to that and vote as well. We'll get that up when we come back after the short commercial break. Game number 5 between Integral and eXcess.iG for the last spot to LA.
Welcome back to the Call of Duty Championship Asia Pacific Regional Final. I'm in Maniac, joined by Bioacid. And I tell you what, Bio, we're into Game 5 of a best of 5. It is the final game for our last ticket to a spot at the World Championships in LA. It's
been an amazing series so far. You know, like we said, those scores sometimes didn't add up and didn't really read how that game was playing out. The hard point, well, it was a big win for that team of Integral. You know, then they had the S&D 6-3, I believe the score was in their favour. Then they went down 6-1 in a CTF on Biolab, and then just losing before uplink on that Detroit game. S&D Terrorists. Now we know that the eXcess Ignition squad or IG squad, they enjoy the Terrorist match. You know, it doesn't get played often enough for them. They say they want to play it more. They want teams to scrim them on it. That being said, S&D was a game type that the IN squad focused on a lot before this event. They wanted to make sure their S&D game was on point, was going to be in their favours every time they had to come down to it, because so many times we've seen a squad like this take it to a game 5, lose that S&D, and then they're done.
So we're pretty sure we know who might be taking it out. Have a look at the votes here. 60-40, though, still favouring Integral Bioacid.
At this time, they are. It could always change, obviously. There's still plenty of time. You can vote yourself, though. Tweet at ACL Pro one of those keywords, either LR3 Integral or LR3IG, to get your vote counted. And also tweet at ACL Pro with the hashtag CoD Champs in a separate situation, with also at Call of Duty _ANZ, with what you think so far of this competition. Who do you think will take out #1 spot overall and that $6,000 prize money? Your tweet may even show up on stream if you're lucky enough to be selected. But right now, these guys are getting set. That change in the poll a little bit, not so much so, but on your screens you do see that Integral squad from left to right. It's going to be Hoju, Quincy, Billy One Bundo, and Valsider. Of course, you also have that team of IG from right to left. Buckerbeck, you're going to have Carrots, formerly known as Hydra for those that may remember the name of Hydra, Zeus, and then Killer Pie right down the end there. You're going to just see him in. These guys all getting ready to step a match, and look at that Polar Maniac, almost tied at 50 apiece. Yeah,
it's closed in. I thought it would. I thought it was looking a little bit low for IG, especially following up that uplink. So 50-50 is pretty much how we're feeling at the moment. But, you know, if I had to pick, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to pick. I think everyone knows my feelings anyway. Both teams looking really good going into this Terrace S&D. And, you know, as I said, I just wanted to follow up with you. Make sure you do follow those Twitter handles, guys. And obviously, a big shout out to Xbox, who obviously helped make all of this happen. 50-50. We've just hit it here, Bio. That's exactly
what you want in this sort of game.
It's what we want. It's what we expected. And the people out there just shows how evenly matched both of these teams are. Don't forget, guys, the winner of this series, this game, in fact, we'll be getting our 3rd ticket to join Mindfreak and Exile 5 T1 over at the Call of Duty World Championships presented by Xbox in LA, where 32 teams will face off to be the World Championships, and of course their share in $1 million.
It will be interesting. We're about to find out in the next 10 minutes, I dare say, what will happen here. As we'll see that first round, of course, on the attacking side will be IN, bomb in hand with Hoju. Up on our screens, we see that COD vision coming into play as well, so you can see where the other players are glowing red on their screens, or our screens, so to speak. And right now, Hoju is slowing the round down. First kill of the round will go to Zeus on Bundo, though. I think I saw the same person of Zeus pick up that first kill on the S&D on Solo beforehand. Killer Pie picks one up on Queens. They challenge and chase here. They can't find the player who just picked up a lot of damage there, and 2 players get dropped at the same time. Just like that, first round to IG.
Did you notice that was a bait and switch into a bait and switch? They got totally trolled just then, and they paid the price, as we're going to see these guys able to take out these couple of kills here. And it was going to be Backerbeck who actually finished it up there with the bow there by taking down Hoju. IG taking out this first round. Now look, first round doesn't really tell anything, but it's always nice to get it, Bio.
Not often you see either that the first round, each player picking up 1 kill each.
Very rare you see that. Usually we're seeing Killer Pie 0 for 7.
Yeah, usually. You mean Volsider, who knows? As these guys get set up ready right now, you do see Carrots with that bomb and that Moore's variable zoom in hand. Goes to that quick scope across, can't get it. Backerbeck does pick up Quincy, though, in that background. As we'll see now on our screen, still Carrots with that bomb. These guys slow it down. You do see this often in regards to the S&D playstyles. Quick start, slow it down afterwards once you get that first little pick perhaps, and then try and figure out what you want to do once you have that advantage. And right now, IG do with that extra man.
I'm loving how these guys are playing. Killer Pie in a great position back here, rocking that bow. He's shutting down that middle and back lanes. And the guy running bomb, which is going to be Carrots, he has his player running point. They're easily going to be able to take out the player in the room here. They're in a good position to potentially get this plan down, especially when you've got Killer Pie able to get shots out on the player on pool, but they need to watch the flank here. You've got Valsider and Bundo both making a move here. Killer Pie, before you know it, is actually the only one left alive. So unfortunately, those guys down there over on the A plant were just shut down so fast. So you've got to see the bomb down there. Killer Pie left all alone right now. He's able to get tags out. Got to watch himself though in a 1v2 situation against Bundo and Valsider. There's a player just over there. I thought he was going to be able to get away for a second, but no. Integral answers back, and now your round score is 1-1.
He almost had that with those nades. You know, you'll watch it here on the kill feed. You'll see it fire in. Probably would have got the kill with it indeed if he hadn't got killed by Bundo in the process at the same time of poking out. So it was a smart play. Sadly, it was just that timing again that didn't do it for him that round. And just like that, it's 1-1. It's what you want to see in the final decider. You want to see round for round, tit for tat, back and forth, as he's going to set up for their second attacking round now.
It's a pity we didn't see what happened down on that A plant because they had the numbers. IG had the numbers down there, but unfortunately they mustn't have had the gunplay. It might have been the guys from Integral, that jumped down. They obviously had that height advantage, so they did lose that round, but now we're going to be seeing on the attack Integral once again. We've got Hoju with the bomb, and look, we've got Bundo here running into one player. Back getting taken down with the ASM-1, so that's 3 players down for IG. That's the thing about this map, it can flip on a switch. It's just so fast, and before you know it, Killer Pie, once again, the only man left alive for this squad. He's getting the long shots out with the bow there. And would you have just stayed there? Would you have stayed there?
No, he did see that second player. He saw that second player push out as well at the same time. So position's blown, obviously. You know whereabouts they are, and you know the bomb was going down. But a smart play here by IN at the same time. They picked that bomb up. They've rotated around now on that minimap. You see it. They've all pushed up and around the B. You got one on greenhouse roof or garden roof. You got 2 players up near restaurant, and just like that, Killer Pie, while on a 1v4 situation started with, now a 1v3. Smart play there by the IN to that rotate when they did. They knew their A cover was blown.
That was really disappointing for the IG guys, but look, just the round, it just went to the better team in that one, which was Integral. They followed up really well. IMI in Quinn's hand was just going too strong for him. He was on top of that roof. The player from IG just didn't spot him early enough with the bow, and he was taken down. So Integral now going in the lead. They've got 2 rounds in a row. They're going to be on the defense now. Let's see what these guys from IG can do. We're going to be seeing Zeus rocking it with the bomb, but we've got the scope in the hands of Bakabek. So Zeus got down low. Bakabek with the scope in hand. He's got that variable zoom bio, which we see a lot of the time, especially in this map and game type. All players still up at the moment. Zeus making a move down towards A.
You just saw there, Killer Pie noticed one over there across that longer terrace, and he was waiting for him to poke out once again. Zeus just got picked up in the background by Hoju as well, and just like that, it becomes a 2v4 situation. Killer Pie and Bakabek up against all 4 players of IN, and again, now it's a 1v4. This time, Bakabek's by himself. Can he do what Killer Pie couldn't in that last round and get a clutch out for their team? Just like that, he can't. 3-1 now to IN. The train is almost leaving the station right now. IN are feeling those,
it's warming up.
It's pulling out. It's almost there. These guys just want that round, but at the same time, like I said, IG are a strong team at S&D on Terrace, so these guys can flip it around. They've done it before in different game types. They can do it again right now, and I feel that this is the moment to do it before IN get too far ahead.
I had a strange feeling, and I figured out that it's just the pressure. I could feel it from these guys both behind me right now. I mean, IG, these guys want to be the first NZ team to make it over to champs. And of course, Integral, the Bill Wall, Hype Terrain, Purple Nation, they still want to make it as well. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. 3-1, it is not out for IG by any means right now, but they are down 2 players at the beginning. This Bondo was the only guy from Integral who was taken down at the beginning. As I say that, Quinn's going to join him. Hoju getting the kill there. Tries to follow it up with a 2-piece. Crazy fire out with the ASM-1. We're going to have Bakabek once again, 2 rounds in a row as the only player alive. And as I say that, Wire, who was just dropped. And now this is a momentous push from these guys from Integral. 4-1.
The crowd is behind IN right now, and you do sort of feel. I sort of feel bad. You know, IG are from New Zealand, so they don't have that home soil, the homeland crowd there with them. So obviously, majority of people might be here just because they want the Australian teams to go over. Just like any sport, there's always you're always going to go for your home teams. It's always the way it's going to play out, and just like that, we hear the crowd with that IN support. IG still, like we said, they are alive in this comp still. They're not out of it yet. We've seen so many teams after being down, 5-1, bring it back with 5 straight rounds and win an S&D.
With that said about the hype and who people are backing, when we saw IG up against X5, I mean, there was a lot of love for the IG team. So I think the guys are out there, I think there's some IG supporters out there. These guys just cheat. They go for whoever's in the lead. But I'm really feeling these guys can come back. 2 players down for each team at the moment. Zeus needs to get this planted. They have moved over to the B plant. And look at this 1v2 scenario. Vilesider trying to stay alive. He has been heavily stunned. Going to be looking up on this roof. There's going to be a player up there. Needs to watch himself. He gets the flank. That's Bakabek taking a fall. They're dancing around each other, doing the tango. Vilesider's still alive.
Vilesider with the clutch.
Kill. Vilesider absolutely clutched it.
That's Stomp.
We were talking about it just before how Vilesider was dropping it. We said he needed to bring his game, and I tell you what, if that's the only round he brings it, I think that's all Integral need right now. They got that. That was an amazing stomp, and then following up with that ASM-1. 5-1. It comes down to this. One more round is all they need to make it to LA, Bayer. This is massive.
5-1 scoreline. Volslaughter on 5-1 with a 5-point streak. Illuminati confirmed right there if these guys can finish it up and clean up in round number 7, as they will push in now. Again, they're on their attack. They've pulled out some good attack rounds. CoD Tommy will play a big effort in that situation. Out goes those early nades. Perhaps IG are going to change things up a little bit. I want to turn off CoD vision myself just to not see where the other player is going to come from, but at the same time you do have to see, otherwise you'll be sitting on the edge of your seats too much and you may have a heart attack as these guys get set up. Bundo takes down Buckerbeck to start things off. It becomes now a 4v3. Killer Pie, Carrots and Zeus as that bomb will now go down here at A. 45 seconds and counting is all that IG team has now left alive. It's going to be a 2v3. You'll see Violator, Bundo and Hoju up against Carrots and Zeus here in this round. Perhaps the last.
It is perhaps the last, especially with Vilesider going to work, taking down Carrots. But look at this, Zeus keeping it alive for his team. You've got a big two-piece to Zeus, taking down Bundo for that last kill. 1v1. Vilesider went clutch last round. Can he do it again? Zeus is hunting him down. He can almost smell it. The plant has been put down over on the A spawn, on the A bomb.
He can't get back.
But he can't get back now.
That is game. The crowd know it.
That's it.
It's done. It's dusted. IN are off to LA. They're aware of it. They're up. They're pumped. 6-1 in an S&D on Terrace, perhaps what would have been IG's strongest map out of all of them.
Integral are heading to LA. Watch out, America. The Bill Wall hype train is heading your way right now. We had a player also ending on the 7th street.
Volsider. After that hard point, the uplink game, that's what we need to see from Volsider. I remember last year during Ghost, he did not do that well in that 3rd place decider match for 2nd place. He changed it up this time around during that final decider one, did what needed to be done, and finally that 3rd place curse that he has suffered for so many years pays off.
He was choking on something in the uplink game. It turned out it was choking on amazing skill. He spat it out, used that in this game. 7-point streak there in the end. I am excited for these guys, and I tell you what, hold it up, Bio. Hold it up.
Mwah.
Oh my gosh.
The Bill Wall.
The Bill Wall hype train. Billy is not only going to APAC, Billy's going to Champs. The crowd here is going off. Bioacid, you know what? Commiserations to the IG team. I really love those guys. They are great sports, professionals in this game. I feel really bad for them that they didn't make it, but 4th spot is very, very respectable.
And they're not going home empty-handed.
They came out of APAC. They're not going home empty-handed by any means. But you know what? If there is a deserving team here at this APAC regional final, it's Integral. It's Integral. Like
Integral really stepping up. They have, and we saw it during the lead up to this. Their S&Ds weren't that strong, and clearly they're going to be very happy that they focused on search and destroy as much as they did. While their CTF game may not have been that strong, S&Ds were clutched down for them and really pulled out the victory. Like we saw that 6-3 win on Solar S&D, then a 6-1 on Terrace, which I would have thought would have been a lot closer, to be honest with you. I really thought IG would have had them right down to that little sort of wire, but they got one round, and that was it.
I expected it to go their way as well. But of course, we do see the guys from Integral go through. They're clutching our last spot over to LA. Now, there's a lot more Call of Duty action ahead of us. We're going to be having our winners bracket final up next. It's going to be Mindfreak versus Exile5 T1. But after this, we're going to go with an interview with the captain of Integral, the team that just qualified. Bundo will be doing that right after this break. Ladies and gentlemen, and Call of Duty fans around the world, this is the Call of Duty Championships Asia Pacific Regional Final. We just had the most amazing series of the event so far. We had Integral up against eXcess.iG. I'm here with the ecstatic captain of Integral, Billy Bundo Wall. Mate, I can see it in your eyes. This must be such an emotional feeling for you right now. Tell me, what are your thoughts coming out of that series?
I don't know. Finally did it. I've wanted to get there so long, and for Kyle as well. Vilesider, he's been trying every year, and he's just fell short by one spot. Finally, I was the one to bring him over, and my team as well. Stuart and Quincy. We played so good.
It's literally radiating off you. I can feel the excitement here. Everyone loved watching it. Myself and Bioacid had an absolute blast casting it. Everyone here today absolutely loved it. They were behind you 100%. Now, let's have a quick look at the series. You guys got ahead. Best of 5. You were ahead 2-0. Tell us, what were your thoughts, if you can recall your thoughts, what were your thoughts after those first 2 games where you got ahead 2-0?
Well, we scrimmed IG earlier, I think, this morning and on the hard point, and they stomped us. And I think that kind of got them overconfident. and we came out and we just went all over them. And then Search and Destroy was just a matter of keeping composure round to round. Pulled through on that, and then CTF Biolab post-patch, most people know it's pretty woeful map. No one wants it anymore. We've barely practiced it. And the same with Detroit Uplink post-patch. So literally 2 of our worst maps on the way to LA. And then Terrace, we actually know it's IG's best map. They were so confident going into it, but we just played our game, kept composed, did our thing round to round, and it paid off, and we're going to LA. So
you can see the hype here, guys. Myself and Bio were actually really shocked because, as he just said, these guys from IG were really well known for their S&D, especially on Terrace, and you came away with it 6-1, Billy? Really?
Well, if look at the qualifiers, we were getting 6-0 and 6-1. We really worked on our S&D, and it showed off. I think we just put our heads down, and it really goes to show S&D does win series. We won 2 and 1 respawn, so I'm happy, and going to LA confident on S&D now. So let's take it there, yeah.
That's excellent. There's only one thing left I want to say, and that's Billy's going to champs. Shake my hand, my friend. Thank you very much for joining us. What we're going to be doing now is going into our winners bracket final. We're going to have Mindfreak up against XL5 T1. We'll be right back after this.
Turn on your leaf, see a new dawn, the time to decide.